Today we will be discussing Chapter 14, Parkinson's disease.
This video is by
Alexia Alvarez,
Sofia Sanchez,
Stephanie Khachaturian.
Parkinson's disease is a slow progressive neurodegenerative disorder that affects predominantly dopamine-producing neurons in a specific area of the brain called the substantia nigra. Parkinson's disease affects muscle movement and balance. Before Parkinson's disease, dopamine-releasing neurons are able to function normally. Dopamine is a type of neurotransmitter. Our body makes it and our nervous system uses it to send messages between nerve cells. This is why it's called a chemical messenger. Dopamine plays a role in how we feel pleasure. It's a big part of our unique human ability to think and plan. It helps us to focus and find things interesting. Neurons are specialized cells of the nervous system that transmit signals throughout the body. Some of the structures are dendrites. Dendrites are extensions of neurons that receive signals and conduct them toward the cell body. Axons are extensions of the neurons that conduct signals away from the cell body, and some human axons can reach lengths of over 3 feet. People who suffer from Parkinson's disease no longer have neurons that produce dopamine. This causes the enzymes to no longer have a proper function. Without dopamine, symptoms occur more often, and Parkinson's disease patients find it difficult to function.
The central nervous system, also known as CNS, is comprised of the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is protected by the skull, and the spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae.
The substantia nigra is where dopamine-producing neurons, in this case, undergo degeneration. Due to the loss of them, Parkinson's disease takes place. The substantia nigra means black substance, since it's darker than the other brain regions. The anatomy of the brain changes once PD takes place, as the substantia nigra gradually starts to disappear over time. Usually referred to as a single location, it is actually in 2 areas, one on each side of the midbrain. It is part of the basal ganglia, where motor control and movement is controlled through the brain's connection with the motor cortex. The basal ganglia also fine-tunes how movements happen, which defines the clinical symptoms of PD, such as tremors and rigidity.
Some changes in the brain of a patient with Parkinson's disease is the appearance of Lewy bodies. Lewy bodies are abnormal aggregation of proteins that develop inside nerve cells. Lewy bodies are spherical masses that display other components of the cell. Lewy bodies are the main contributor of Parkinson's disease dementia, which happens over time with patients that have Parkinson's disease. The other symptoms of Parkinson's disease include tremors, slow movement, rigid muscles, impaired posture and balance, loss of autonomic movement, speech changes, and writing changes.
One treatment for Parkinson's disease patients is THC. THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol. It is psychoactive and it acts on the nervous system. This is also the drug that gets you high. Cannabidiol is non-psychoactive, on the other hand, and reduces the psychoactivity of THC. Therefore, together, patients have found that they feel better when they're sleeping and their pain is reduced. A study in the UK found that when THC was added to a cell culture model, that the THC specifically prevented nerve cells from dying. The study also found that THC rescued mitochondria, protecting them from being damaged and influencing a PCG1 alpha pathway. PCG1 alpha is a potential therapeutic target for early intervention in Parkinson's disease. This would allow the mitochondria and neurons to produce and regulate energy more appropriately. Complications of Parkinson's disease include depression and anxiety, as well as loss of sense of smell. In addition, sudden changes in blood pressure can often lead to dizziness. About 50 to 80% of Parkinson's patients develop Lewy bodies. These are abnormal protein deposits in the brain. This is also found in patients who have dementia. Therefore, Parkinson's disease patients have a higher chance of getting dementia. Other complications include difficulty swallowing due to weakened muscles in the mouth and jaw, and lastly, bladder and bowel problems due to the cell body's dendrite to axon pathway becoming weakened, as neuron signals do not move as quickly due to degeneration.
The treatment options for an individual that has Parkinson's disease include L-DOPA infusions, gene therapy, dopamine agnostics, which mimic dopamine effects in your brain, acupuncture, dietary supplements / natural eating, yoga, tai chi, meditation, massage, and chiropractics. Tai Chi, which is a form of ancient Chinese exercise, has shown to improve the balance of people with mild to moderate Parkinson's disease.
Massage therapy is also used for patients with Parkinson's disease, and it benefits not only their biology but also their chemistry. It can improve a patient's everyday activities such as sleeping and walking, as well as lessen stress, rigidity, stiffness, and fatigue among other unwanted symptoms. If these symptoms aren't addressed, depression can worsen very quickly. A study of 7 patients with PD showed that massage therapy helped boost one's self-confidence, well-being, walking abilities, and performance of daily activities. They were monitored while receiving 8 total 1-hour full-body massage therapy sessions over the course of 8 weeks. This study is scientifically backed, as urine samples of these patients showed a significant decrease in stress hormones that were present at the beginning of the study.
Unfortunately, there are no cures for Parkinson's disease.